Hello, my name's Carl. I'm 2 Echo 0 Echo Zulu Tango, and I'm out for one night in the bunk barn in the UK. It's a weekday night. It's still camping season, so we've got loads of campers here. But I just wanted to come out for the one night, just to chill out, cook some nice food, set a radio up, and get some signals into the barn. So I brought with me some tools and some wire, because to try and put up an antenna. I knew it was going to be a challenge because it's still camping season here, and I normally have the bunk barn out of camping season, but I wanted just to get out for the night, so I brought with me enough bits and bobs to try and make an antenna to fit the situation. The challenge that I've got is that this area here, people will walk through there. I can't set an antenna up on the camping bit there, so my thinking is I've got me and G1WHP, we put up a little bracket up here. So what I might do is run a pole up, attach it to that, run a wire up, and then maybe run the wire back down again and fasten it along this fence, so straight up and straight down. I brought with me a 9-to-1 balun, 4-to-1 balun, and a 49-to-1 unun. So I might run, I might try the 4-to-1, run that up and down, see what that gives me, and then swap over to the 49-to-1 unun, because I can't really run counterpoise either, so the coax might have to be the part of the antenna as well, which I didn't really want to do. I wanted to run something outside and not have any of the antenna inside the building. Let's see if I can at least get something set up that's safe and respectable as well. We know what the limited space is outside. It needs to come pretty much straight up and straight down. Can't really run radials around because it would just get in the way and become a trip hazard. So I'm thinking of using the 49-to-1 unun, because in that way I don't need to have a balanced antenna. I can run an unbalanced antenna to an unbalanced feed line. I might get away with doing a half wave end fed antenna for 40 meters, because that's going to be about 19 meters, 8 up and 11 down to the wall. If I cut it about right, I should be able to get the harmonic, should be able to get it on other bands as well, with a little bit of a squeeze with the tuner. I need to do some calculations as well. Oh, I've got to do some maths. Anybody got a pen? Is it about 141 divided by the frequency? 141 divided by the frequency should give me a times 0.98 or 97, whatever it is, should give me the length of the half wave. Right, okay, so if I aim for around 7.1 on 40 meters, and then I'm going to multiply that by 0.998 or 97. Well, I'm using I'm using a thin wire from Sotabeams. It can take up to about 100 watts. It's that really thin stuff. So 98, 97, 97. We'll go for 97. And the answer is 19.27. So if I cut it for 19.5 meters, and then that should be fine. I'm happy to admit that I'm a reluctant tinkerer in amateur radio. I didn't come into the hobby because I wanted to engineer things and build things, and construct things. I came into the hobby from years ago and being into CB, loving chatting to people, loving the mystery of radios and radio signals. So for me, the draw of building antennas and coils and circuits and stuff like doesn't appeal to me that much. However, over the past couple of years, I have built antennas. I have built kits and constructions, and built radios and such like, and done some running repairs. I do repair equipment, so I do it, and I would recommend it to anybody that's new to the hobby to have a go at something, even though you might be like me, that you didn't come into the hobby to build stuff. It's actually fun, and there's a way of learning by doing. So I think this, even building simple dipole antennas, building an M-fed antenna, solving problems like I hope I solve this today, but I'm hoping to actually solve. I've got to build a discrete antenna in a small space. I've got to use what I've got. I've got a few boxes here of all my spare bits and bobs. I'm hoping to be able to build something out of that kit by using my very rudimentary knowledge of antennas. But anyway, let's go and cut some wire. Yay! Right, okay. So I brought two lots of wire with me. This is some D10 wire that I got from Captain Callum. He very kindly has given me a reel of this wire. He knows I put it to good use and I play around with it, and I experiment a lot with the DX Commander in different configurations. So thank you. This is great stuff. I mean, it's not because it's just Callum's given me some. I've bought lots in the past. This is great especially for radials as well, because when you're laying radials out and you're doing a lot, when you're doing portable, what you don't want is the wire to have like kinetic energy and wrap itself around itself, and then you have to pull these knots out, and it's awful stuff. But this D10 actually is once you've got it out of a tight reel and it's had time to relax a little bit, it's quite easy for maintaining and keeping tidy. But I'm not going to use that for this jolly trip today. I'm going to use, this is the wire I've got from Sotabeams. It's a much thinner gauge. Is it 24 AWG? It's much thinner. It can take up to about 125 watts, I think it says on the specs. Whereas, I mean, this you could put, I think Callum's done some tests on this. You can put a fair bit of whack through that. Obviously, if you can put you can put power through it. If it's a difference between SSB and FT8 and such like, because you're putting the full force of a digital signal through any wire for a sustained amount of time, and it's going to heat up. If you're talking SSB, it's just like, it's putting peaks of power through it. So this is what I used on the last trip on holiday when I wrapped it round the fence, and I just made a is that a random wire, long wire random wire antenna, and it sort of worked. I got signals on it. I made contacts on it. I know I have messed about with this, so I've probably got a couple of 10-meter lengths that I just can pull off, and then I'll get to the good stuff. So there's one important step first before I cut the wire. Have a cup of tea. Just one bit of advice on somebody that has made the mistake of cutting too early. Mark it, measure it again, and then cut it. Right, I've got that in the fence there. So this is the antenna, up to that point there, and then down right into the door. I'm just using the drive over mast and with a weight on it, and then it's also fastened up about that point there as well. Big rain cloud coming in. I'm going to get a bit of a wash. Beautiful Peak District weather. There's the I can put a crimp onto that, put a ring onto it. I've just got I had to convert the BNC to a 259, and then just runs up this pole, up. There we go. Okay, 7182. I mean, there's no room, the signal's there. Let me go right down to the data portion. So I'm getting a really low SWR. Well, fancy that. I haven't really done any more cutting to it, and it seems to be in tune. So it looks like it's behaving on 40 and 20. Lovely. Okay, so that was relatively simple. I haven't had to do any messing about with it. What I might do, because I've just got the feed line, I just rushed it into there. I might actually put some of the feed line outside, and if that is going to be part of the antenna, let it be outside a bit. Let somebody else deal with it. But then it creates trip hazard on the steps, so I can't really do that. So I really just got to try and make the best with what I've got.
40 metres last year several times as well. Great to hear again, George. Thanks very much for calling in. Pass on my...
2 Echo 0 Echo Zulu Tango.
Who's the Germany 7?
I just can't get in there.
Zulu Tango.
Yeah, Roger, good afternoon. It's 2 Echo 0 Echo Zulu Tango Portable. The name is Carl, and you are 5'9" into the middle of the Peak District in the UK. Yeah, back to you.
Give it a 59, you're 5 and 5. Just about 5 and 5. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm using an end-fed wire antenna on about 50 watts using a Icom IC-7200, the rugged radio. I'm in a camping barn for the night with a bottle of whiskey in the radio, and just about to have a relaxing evening there. Over.
A bottle of whiskey in the radio sounds a good base, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. I'll tell you tomorrow if it's a good match.
Yeah, let me know if you got it, though.
Yeah, Roger, will do. Thanks for putting on a good station anyway, and yeah, I'll have a good evening, and I'll catch you again soon.
Thank you. Have a nice evening. Cheers.
Yeah, 7-3 from 2 Echo 0 Echo Zulu Tango.
Bye. Again?
Yeah, 2 Echo 0 Echo Zulu Tango Portable. Right, okay. I'm going to start cooking in a minute. Or is that cooking? Cooking. I've got FT8 currently running. Just trying to see if I can get any contacts on FT8. I'm also going to try JS8 call as well. But I'll run that. I'll try and get 1 or 2 contacts. I've had a good handful of contacts on single sideband, mainly by just chasing people rather than calling a CQ call out. I'll go back to 40 meters SSB in a while. One thing that you notice when you're working portable is that during the evening you will hear the band change as people come in and go out. I guess as the grey line moves across. So I'm just going to have a break from that, get some food down me, and then I'll go back and see if I can get any contacts on a voice as well. Soy sauce, some fresh ginger. I've got some chicken to the left of me, and then I've just bought like a stir fry veg. I've chuck a chilli in, and then I'll chuck some udon noodles in. And I just wanted something that was really simple, very little preparation time. Even the chicken has been sliced as well. I'm just going to slice up some ginger, put some ginger in. Right, just stir frying some of the veg. Right, and then just going to put in one portion of udon noodles.
Physics could not guarantee that this would ever work, but they sold them and... Maybe I will do it if...
Two Echo Zero, Echo Zulu Tango. Two Echo Zero, Echo Zulu Tango.
Number 7, please only. Number 7, come again. Yeah, secure that X-ray and stand by. India, uniform 4, November, Foxtrot, Bravo. Am I doing good? India, uniform 4, November, Foxtrot, Bravo. November, Foxtrot, Bravo. November, Foxtrot, Bravo. Please again your prefix.
I do enjoy just listening to a DX station work the long distance contacts. So I'm just going to listen to this guy doing a bit of a DX. I'm not actually trying to jump in because I'm not really DX, but it'll give me an idea of what I'm actually hearing, and I'll write down some of the call signs because I have to go back home because I haven't got any internet here. I have to go back home and look them up and go, oh crikey, that was a fair distance. Yeah, thank you very much there, Eddie. Have a great evening, and bid you 7-3 from 2 Echo 0, Echo Zulu Tango 7-3.
Thank you very much, very grateful to you. If confirmation,
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Yeah, 7-3, bye bye. Right, that's Brazil. That's pretty decent, I must admit. From here, this is I come to the barn quite often, and sometimes I don't have such a good time putting an antenna up. But I think I've discovered a couple of ways of doing the antennas now here, where I can actually get some DX as well as get some strong local signals as well. So in time I'll be able to have the ideal antenna for this location. But I'm on 20 meters. I'm going to try a few more on 20. Then I'll go back down to 40 and chill out on 40 for a bit. And then I'm just going to just enjoy an evening just chilling out in the barn. Right, good morning. Decent night last night. I stayed on 20 meters actually for quite a while. A few more contacts, another contact into Brazil. So 2 contacts into Brazil was made my night really. That was that was fun. I did FT8 again a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of FT8, but for like 20 minutes got some contacts on FT8 which I'll check. I've got no internet here, so I couldn't check the call sign, but you know, a fair few new sounding call signs which can only sound like they're far away. Who knows? Anyway, I'm packing up now. Gonna have a cup of tea. I'm gonna head home. I've got to just crack on with some work today, so it's a relatively early start. So no time for radio this morning. Just want to get a cup of tea down me, get some breakfast, and then get home, have a shower, and then start doing some work. So fun's over. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have enjoyed the video, can you do me a favour? Can you give me that? Give me a like, give me a thumbs up. If you've liked the channel and you've not yet subscribed, can you hit the subscribe button? It does help us when we're creating these channels and these videos to know that we're doing the right thing and that the people want to actually come back and watch more. So the subscription really helps us with that. And yeah, I look forward to the next video, so bye bye for now.